भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening and welcome to Bharati News. I am Divishika. Let's have a look at the biggest news of the day. Here is the national news first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has returned to India, landed at Palam Airport in Delhi after completing his two-nation visits to Russia and Austria. According to officials, his diplomatic journey aimed to strengthen bilateral relations and discussion key issues with the leaders of both countries. During his trip, he engaged in high-level talks and strategic discussions to further India's global partnerships and cooperation. Following the conclusion of his visit, PM Modi took to social media platform X to express his gratitude to Austria's Chancellor, government and people for their gracious welcome and hospitality. It should be mentioned here that the PM Modi first travelled to Russia, where he participated in the 22nd India-Russia summit with President Vladimir Putin in his first trip to Moscow since the Ukraine conflict. From Moscow, PM Modi travelled to Austria on June 9, becoming the first Indian Prime Minister to visit the country in 41 years. President Draupadi Murmu played badminton with ace shuttler Saina Nehwal at the Rashtrapati Bhavan's badminton court in Delhi on Wednesday. The event shared via post on X by Rashtrapati Bhavan showcased President Murmu's natural affinity for sports. Rashtrapati Bhavan noted the president's inspiring step is in keeping with India's emergence as a badminton powerhouse, with women players making a great impact on the world stage. As a part of her Story, My Story lecture series featuring women Padma awardees, Saina Nehwal, honored with Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan, delivered a talk and interacted with the audience at the Rashtrapati Bhavan Cultural Center on Thursday. The National Commission for Women wrote a letter to Delhi police seeking immediate action against a resident of Delhi for making lewd and derogatory comments on social media against Smriti Singh, who is the widow of Kirti Chakra awardee Captain Anshuman Singh. In a letter issued on July 8, the women panel referenced specific legal provision that the comment violates, including Section 79 of the Bharati Samhita 2023, which penalizes acts intended to insult the modesty of a woman, and Section 67 of the Information Technology Act 2000, which deals with the punishment for publishing or transmitting obscene material in electronic form. So here comes the international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered a significant address to the Indian community in Vienna, marking the pivotal moment in bilateral relation and diaspora engagement. In his speech, Prime Minister Modi highlighted the enduring cultural and historical connection between India and Austria, underscoring the contribution of Indian diaspora to the socio-economic fabric of both nations. He emphasized the role of diaspora as ambassadors of India's rich heritage and values on the global stage. PM Modi on Wednesday said, India has given Buddha to the world, not Yuddha, which means it has always given peace and prosperity, and therefore the country is going to strengthen its role in the 21st century. Addressing the Indian diaspora in Vienna, PM Modi also said that India is working towards being the best, the brightest, achieving the biggest and reaching the highest milestones. Allies of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, who are currently in Washington, made their sharpest rebuke of China by expressing concerns over its deepening ties with Russia, calling Beijing a decisive enabler of Moscow's war in Ukraine. The final communique, known as the Washington Declaration, made it clear that China was becoming a focus of military alliance due to its rising nuclear arsenal and its capabilities in space. Beijing has denied that it supports Russia's war efforts and insists that it conducts normal trade with its northern neighbor. However, relations between Moscow and Beijing are at their highest as China has strengthened its trade and military ties with Russia in recent years. supplying machine tools, electronics, and other items seen as contributing to the Russian war effort without actually exporting weaponry. So, here comes the business news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to meet with eminent economists on Thursday to gather their views and suggestions for the upcoming budget. Several experts have urged the government to provide tax relief to the common man to boost consumption and come out with steps to check inflation and accelerate economic growth. The economy has recorded a growth rate of 8.2% in 2023-2024. Earlier in February, Nirmala Sitharaman came out with an interim budget for 2024 to 2025 in view of Lok Sabha elections. The Reserve Bank of India released an update on employment in India and said that the nation added nearly 4 crore 7 lakhs jobs during financial year 2023-2024. With this, the total number of employed people in India reached 64 crore 33 lakh, who are spread over 27 sectors covering the entire economy. According to Reserve Bank of India data, India registered an annual employment growth rate of 6% in the financial year 2024. Last year, the annual employment growth rate was 3.2% only. So here comes the sports news. Jefferson Lerma's goal in the 39th minute turned out to be a match-winning one as Colombia defeated Uruguay 1-0 in the second semi-final of Copa America to book a title clash with their South American neighbors Argentina. The win has helped Colombia extend their unbeaten streak to 28 games, their personal team record. Wahab Riaz had a lot to say after being sacked as a member of Pakistan Cricket Board's selection panel on Wednesday, but abstained from playing blame games. The former arms speedster took to X to release a statement after he was axed in the aftermath of Pakistan's group stage exit from the recently concluded ICC Men's T20 World Cup in the USA and Caribbean. Wahab said, "My time serving as a member of selection committee for PSB comes to an end. I just want my people to know that I have served the game I love with faith and sincerity and have given 100% for the betterment of Pakistan cricket." So that concludes our news bulletin for today. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned to Bharati News for continuous coverage and more updates. Wishing you a good evening and a great night ahead.